I'm to think this topic of discourse was a mistake.
Mistake.
So after resting and healing up, continue along the hallways, twisting up, taking the turns that the scratches show, and soon, yet another room appears in the future.
He's not with us. He's over in my game. But anyway.
Another room seems to be showing up in the distance. Each step you come a little closer to it, you can see it widening out. What would you like to do?
Just walk straight in. Like, let's just get it over with.
Yep, pretty much. Yuna, come on, let's go.
So you step in to the tavern. As you enter the room, someone comes rushing up and says, "You're here, finally!" And she turns around to the room. "They're here!" And the whole room applauds. And she ushers you all in.
What do you mean we're here?
She's in with the band.
Where's here? Who are you?
There's no time for that. You guys are late already. I can't wait to see what you've had. You are so famous. We've been waiting for this all this time. So he bustles you to the center of the room, where apparently they're expecting you to entertain everyone.
Oh, hell no. Mm-mm.
And then the rest of everybody in the room and all the tables and things are looking at all of you very expectantly.
Really? Turks will start pulling out all of our instruments and setting them down and wave to the crowd. Which one would you prefer to hear first?
You play us what you want. You are the best. We've been waiting for you all for so long. This is so exciting.
Maria's like, and kind of like under her, kind of whispering. Is this giving anybody else kind of, creepy vibe?
If he is going to nod and then try to sneak out of the center and get away.
You're surrounded. There's no sneaking out. It's shoulder to shoulder.
But could she at least try to hide?
There is such a crowd there with the lights all on you. They've been waiting for this performance. I mean, like the entire whatever area around has come in for this because you're all so famous.
Well, can she at least try to hide?
She can try.
Would that be considered stealth?
That would be considered stealth. Go ahead and try.
Alright, let's see if we can do it.
With disadvantage?
Wait, is it with disadvantage?
It is with disadvantage. Yeah,
God damn it!
You're right smack in the middle of a bunch of people staring at you, so it'd be very difficult to disappear from that moment.
Oh my god, please because the first one was a 19, come on! 16!
They're looking at you very expectantly.
Damn it! The first one would be perfect with the +1 because it would have been a 20.
Well, I will tell you now, you would have needed to roll a 30, so...
Gotcha.
I mean, you're literally surrounded by people all staring at you. It's almost impossible to disappear in that situation, unless you happen to have an invisibility spell. And then they'd probably think that was part of the show. But anyway.
Is there a sign? Anything that indicates the name of the tavern?
Nope.
Nope. Turks will pick up the bagpipes and start playing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out for tonight. Remember to take your waitress. I'm Jim Elwick. Nice to meet you all. These are Jim's Jamboriners. Tonight we have
no, we're not.
House of Trip Sakura, Feats of Strength from Falling Mountain, Acts of Magical Wonder from myself and Maria, and of course the bizarre oddity of the Living Machine Woman. And keep in mind, dear folks, this show is so shocking, so amazing, it could endanger your very soul, which is why we've brought the one and only Saint Yuna with us. Terps, start us off!
The crowd is rapt, and they cheer loudly. Woo! Go ahead, V.
After he says that to Terps and before she starts to play, V is going to swipe the staff at his feet.
It's gonna what?
She's gonna swipe the end of the staff at his feet to see if she can make him trip.
All right, do a sleight of hand check versus perception for Jim.
Okay.
I guess it'd be sleight of foot, but close enough.
That would be a 14.
And I got a 16.
All right, Jim, how do you respond? You see her kind of swiping at your staff.
Try to take the staff from her and use it as a microphone stand.
Well, she
And
tried to take her staff?
and as soon as he tries to bring it up to his face, she's just gonna bump it so it tries to hit him in the nose.
All right, well, let me back up here. So, you tried to swipe his staff, right?
No, she was trying to, like, you know how you would take a stick and you would try to hit someone's feet so they kind of stumble?
With your staff, you were trying to trip him.
Yes.
Got you. All right, so then he's going to try to grab your staff and to use it as a microphone, right?
Yes.
All right, so Dex check. Jim, Dex check for both of you. It'll be contested.
And in the meantime, Maria's listening to the music that Terps is playing.
Performance check, Terps. With advantage since you're a professional.
14 for dexterity.
And as Maria listens, you know how you start tapping your foot? Well, Maria, of course, is starting to do that little snaky weave side to side.
All right, Jim's able to grab the end of the staff, and V is not fast enough to get it from him. So now he has it, and he's holding it up like a microphone. Terp, music is really, the crowd is just way into her music. Woo! They're dancing to it. Go ahead, V. What were you saying?
So wait, does he have the staff completely now, or does she still have a hold on it too?
Well, you both have a hold on it. If you want to do a strength contest for it, you can do that.
I don't know, she's just going to casually just push it, like, she would give it a little forceful push and try to, like, stab him in the nose and one of the nostrils.
Alright. Well, let's do another contested roll this time. Do its strength if he's strong enough to stop it from hitting him in the face, or if you're strong enough to make him hit him in the face.
That would be 18.
Mountain is strongly tempted to come over there and take it away from both of you.
She just wants her to stop.
You hold it up to use as a microphone, and she flips it, and it smacks you right in the nose, Elric.
I guess he has to make a constitution check to see if he can continue focusing on his performance.
Is he doing a performance?
I mean, he's doing the whole show intro thing, yeah.
Oh. So this all happened before his intro, so you could use that as the microphone for his intro? Is that what I'm understanding?
I think it was happening as it was going on. That's when
Well, yes, do a, yeah, that's a good idea. Do a, I can't remember the words now. Oh, let's look over here.
Constitution?
Constitution, that's the word we're looking for.
Okay, I get a bonus because I've...
Sorry,
Well, as you're trying to do your introduction, this whole fight thing is happening between you as you're talking.
It's a 17 total. No, wait, that's not the right kind of check. Hold on.
No, that was right. Constitution.
Same thing, yeah.
Well, I guess that's 15 and not 17, right? Or do you get a bonus or something? Or did you say you had an advantage?
I get a bonus because Blade Song, so it's a 17.
Okay. Good enough. So yeah, through all this fighting, and even after you get bonked on the nose, you're able to still smoothly make your announcement. The crowd is very entertained, as you would expect them to be. They're laughing. So both of you roll a performance check.
Oh god. 10.
All right. They seem to be laughing more at Jim. They don't seem to be noticing you as much. And then Terps does her song, and the Crow crowd just is really appreciative of that, and they're applauding as she finishes. Maria, you said you were tapping your tail?
No, like she's somewhat unconsciously weaving side to side much as a snake might.
Yeah, just
But, like-
snake drama.
Need a basket for
Right.
it.
But it's it's not like a really dramatic sway. It's just that kind of similar to tapping one's foot. You can definitely tell she's doing it, but it's like mostly an unconscious gesture.
All right, so Terp's song finishes. There's uproarious applause. Who's next?
Oh, the erotic pole dancing maneuvers of the living machine woman. Jim will let go of the staff and back away so the crowd's focused on her.
Oh, wait a minute, he said pole dancing? Then Terps will go and do cat form and do her pole dance.
Maria's just looking at Jim like, do you have a death wish? Because it sure sounds like you have a death wish.
Behold, a man who also wants his dick blown off.
Maria just kind of bursts
see.
out laughing and covers her mouth.
Mountain's like looking around, contemplating what heavy things can I lift. Mountain eyes,
You've been told all your life about the Underdark. It has an ill reputation that has only grown more frightening as time has passed. Monsters of all sizes hide behind every rock and crevice. Strange rooms appear out of nowhere and trap you for eternity. If you are unprepared, you may never be heard from again. Well, we're here to reassure you that it's all true. All of it. Stay well away from the Underdark if you know what's good for you. And if you don't know what's good for you, we're telling you right now, staying out of the Underdark is one of the healthiest decisions you can make, right up there with eating vegetables, bloodletting, and fattung. If you were in a cave and even think you might have found a hidden entrance to the Underdark, turn around and leave immediately. It is not worth your sanity or your life. The Underdark. It is under you, and it is dark.
Mountain is a little sad that, probably as soon as they're done entertaining the crowd or whatever meets the search criteria, it will go poof, because he's like, man, I would have such an easy time getting laid right now.
Wow.
I mean, that would be one hell of a trick to pull on stage.
Not like right now. Like after the show, provided this room didn't go poof. He's like, man, that would be like a piece of cake, but no. Probably gotta go back to the day.
Could be part of the entertainment, a good show for everybody.
So let's say Falling Mountain would put ladies down, kiss their hands, set them off the flourish, he has a ham, it's not hard for him to work that angle, and then I think we did decide he could lift you, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure
anyone
yeah.
had never seen women swoon before, now you've seen it.
In the background, Maria's going to be asking if anybody can get her a shot of tequila, or several shots of tequila. Please tell me there's tequila.
No one seems to know what that is, but they hand you beer.
There's a side, but well, beer is beer, anywhere you go.
How about that, folks? The Falling Mountain. A man so manly he can handle two ladies at once. Tell me, fellas, how many of you have fantasized about that very same thing? Am I right?
Maria eyeballs Jim over the edge of her glass and is taking a long, slow sip while, narrowing her eyes.
Maybe no dessert.
Starbucks just goes, why would you have fantasy? Why would you just, if everybody's willing?
I would be like, two women are nothing to men. Just move on.
Maria does sputter on her beer, but kind of then goes, "Hey!"
Jim stays in performance mode, but now we have an ultimate challenge. Here we have the great, the mighty Saint Una, and there the Falling Mountain. Tell me, folks, do you think just one more time can the Falling Mountain get to the top? Can he achieve the feat of lifting an entire elephant by himself? What do you think, folks? Let's cheer him on! Mountain!
The whole deal made me die inside. Anyway.
You're going to join in the cheering while also holding up the ball now.
Now the entire inn.
And
Mountain!
just-
Mountain!
Maria lifts her pint, cheers along.
This mountain may fall, but this mountain will never crumble. Not for my deafening challenge. Go on, mountain, do your thing.
Vaya con Dios!
No, say something back or dish.
You're going to walk up to Mountain and say, in our world, sometimes we've got elephants bouncing on balls. So, you want to try you lift me up while I bounce on this, and she'll show him the rather crude ball that the tavern's people gave her.
I mean, not game. If you are, if you think you can balance that, I can certainly lift it.
Well, even if I can, it'll be a barrel laugh, so let's do it. Alright, lift me up and then I'll step on this thing in your hands.
Go over to the drums just in case he needs to do the engine thing. Put it shing if they fall.
Okay, that'll be a strength check for Mountain, and then a dex check for Una.
No, I'm not gonna use guidance on this one. Okay, let's see what happens.
Maria just edges back just a little bit.
I would just like to point out for a moment I forgot that his sheet's not on my desktop.
That was terrible.
So, there in front of everyone, you seem to be having some hard times between the two of you getting this whole thing arranged. Maybe a little pre-planning might have been helpful. So it turns out Una's feet are a little bit bigger than you anticipated, and you're trying to find the balance there. The first attempt is unsuccessful.
Mountain.
Is Una still trying to balance on the ball?
She was going to try to balance on it once Mountain was able to lift her up.
Yeah, they weren't able to get her into the air this time because her balance was way off, and so she was wobbling back and forth while he was trying to lift her. So it just wasn't quite working out. So you can shake yourselves off and try again. The crowd has quieted a little bit.
You can see, folks, even someone like Falling Mountain occasionally has trouble picking up ladies. Come on, let's cheer him on. Try it one more time, Mountain.
Oh my god, that was brilliant and terrible.
Alright, that's better.
This time, you guys are a little more ready for what was going to happen. And Mountain lifts up Yuna up into the air. And Yuna kind of carefully puts the ball there and somehow gets on top of the ball. And for just a moment, standing on top of the ball on top of Mountain's hands. What do you do while you're up there?
She's gonna let out a triumphant trumpet.
Huzzah!
I don't have a sound effect with me.
Performance check with advantage for Ambro.
Alright, performance with advantage.
They love it! Several of the men even swoon. The whole crowd goes crazy.
Heaven, folks, an elephant at the peak of a mountain. Who would have ever thought such a sight could be here in this very tavern?
Did you spend 2 weeks coming up with these?
No, I can give them the fly. I'm actually...
That was two great ones in a row. That was very nice. Inspiration for Zen.
Maria's just kind of lifting their beer and cheering. And I'm assuming the beer just tastes like normal beer.
It does. It's extra hoppy. It's delicious.
Yes. Maria's happy that the beer at least tastes just like home.
So, Mountain, you have until the amount of time, if your guess is correct, you have about the amount of time that it takes Elric to do his performance to, live out your wildest fantasy. So
That is not enough time. But he, put Yuna back down on the ground with a flourish and make his bows, and then scoot off a little ways to let Elric have stage.
So you got people reaching for you as you get closer to the edge of the stage.
Well, he certainly flirt.
You got time to kiss.
Step forward. Well, we've seen quite a few things tonight, haven't we? He waits, lets the crowd sort of simmer down a little. You've seen wonders of both might, of grace, of poetry. And I'm a wizard. I can do a little magic as well and use this prestidigitation to create a shower of sparks. But any street performer can make a magical mark. He draws a little smiley face and glow on the stage. Can pull things out from behind someone's ear. He goes over to Yuna, pulls out a little trinket behind the ear, then gestures and says, particularly out from behind these ears. In fact, I think I found a pulling ball in there somewhere. He pretends like he's trying to search your ear for things to off with a laugh. But what if, instead of magic being the domain of wizards, sorcerers, and warlocks, what if you, the very people of this audience, could do a form of magic of your own? He'll pause and gauge the reaction. All right, then. I guess we have some street people. I have here a simple deck of cards. Actually, you know what? You already know, wizard. I could be using magic to trick you. I will have someone else come up on stage and perform this wondrous act of prestidigitation. Perhaps a child, a bright-eyed boy, or a cheerful lass. Any volunteers?
You get lots of volunteers, and not just children. But like any audience, they don't listen well.
We'll point to the smartest-looking kid and gesture for him to come up on stage.
Hey, mister, my name's Ricky. Why don't you let me up? I stole that from Family Guy.
That was incredible.
The kid runs up, looking flush face, looking very excited.
On stage, how would you like to perform a most wondrous act of illusion?
He just nods.
That came off a little creepy, didn't it? The child, the four face cards. Okay, take those, show them to the audience. Now, I'm sure everyone in the crowd recognizes these four face cards from your standard player deck, right?
Nods, yeah.
Take the four face cards back, then hand the kid the deck. Okay, now take this deck, show it to everyone, make sure they can see it's a regular deck. While the kid has the crowd distracted, he's going to attempt to slip the 4 number cards he has in his back pocket on top of the 4 face cards.
Sleight of hand with advantage. No one appears to have noticed. Everyone is watching the kid, who is just basking in the attention, so he's taking his time.
Kid mix around, he'll go back before the 8 cards now, and put them on top of the deck for him. Okay. Now don't flip anything over, don't draw anything I'll tell you, break the spell, alright, son?
Nod.
So, I will tell you all a story. This deck right here, it represents a faraway city in the middle of a dry and barren land. Jim will sit down on the stage with a little space between him and the kid, and motion the kid to sit down, and point to the center and tell the kid to lay the deck between 2 of them.
He does.
And our 4 face cards are in fact adventurers seeking to find fame and fortune. What's your name, son?
Joseph. He sounds very
Without showing the card. Joseph, without showing the card to anyone, please draw the first card and put here to the south of the city, and he'll gesture.
He looks uncertain, but he does.
And he'll do the same with the next 3 cards, east, north, and west.
He doesn't seem to know what east, north, and west are, but he puts them wherever you point.
Now, as our adventurers want to do, occasionally they get in trouble and need a rescue. Joseph, you are going to rescue them. Here's what I need you to do. When I tell you to, you say the magic word, zim malazim, then tap on the deck 3 times. After that, the adventurers will come home. Do you understand?
Jim, Jim!
Close enough. You know what? The important thing about these tricks is you have to do little theatrics, presentations. What we need here is a countdown. All right, everybody, count down with me. 4, and he points to Joseph and tells you, flip over the 4 card, which would be the one south.
He flips the one you point to.
And there are 4 instead of a face card. Then 3, same 3 card. 2, 1. Go for it, Joseph. Call him back home.
Then pass it. I forgot the word.
Deck 3 times.
He taps the deck 4 times.
Now, deal the top 4 cards and let's see what boys are home.
He doesn't seem to know what you mean by deal. He looks at you uncertainly.
Draw the card and turn it out so the audience can see it.
Oh, okay. He draws a card and sets it up, or holds it up for the crowd.
Face card.
And then the next one.
Face card.
And then the next one.
Third.
And then the last one.
And Joseph, you did it. You, my young friend, have performed your very first feat of illusion. How's it feel to be a magic user?
You're great! He's grinning ear to ear. The crowd's all beaming at him.
That was fun, right? Now, how many folks right now would like to learn how this trick works so you can show it to your own kids, relatives, or to win money in bets?
Someone says, I thought you said it was magic.
Oh, it is magic, but it's a sort of magic anyone can do. Even you.
The crowd is very interested. They're all leaning forward. We want to try it. I want to try it. Let's move out of my way. I want it.
Here's how the trick works. And he'll go through, he'll explain the trick, how you grab the 4 face cards in advance. You keep the numbered cards in your back pocket. Then, while the audience is distracted, you put the 4 numbered cards on top of the face cards and then on top of the deck. He'll show it a few times just so everyone gets it. And honestly, this is less of a spectacular performance, more of just, hey, let's do a cool mellow thing and chill over it.
Well, most of the crowd is very interested. Some of them look a little disgruntled that it wasn't real magic. You hear some murmurs, show us something big! Show us some real magic!
There's a terrible joke I want to make right now.
Then why are you holding back?
Because
there's no such thing as terrible jokes.
Show them the magic stick.
That would be a joke.
I don't know if that was... Yeah, I don't know if that was funny or not. It might only be funny to people who know of certain songs in genres that I'm not even that fond of.
I literally magic stick was. I was thinking, what, B-staff?
No, it's a reference to a 90s rap song, 50 Cent's I Got the Magic Stick.
I mean, I was leaning towards a dick joke, so I thought it was funny, even though I didn't get the reference, but anyway.
It is a dick joke. Yeah, it's a dick joke inside a song reference.
Inception.
Turtles will laugh and walk up and say, look at the cloud, try to find the smallest child there that can actually, walk or run. Come here.
Another kid runs up.
Okay, I want you to run around this place at one time, fast as you can. Show me how fast you are.
She looks around all nervously, and then she starts running, and people make a clearing for her. She runs all the way around the stage, and she starts off really fast, and then gets a little bit slower, and then she's like, but she makes it all the way across, still kind of running.
This is okay, now. The turtles will kneel down the best she can as a horse rate, and touch the little girl's head, and cast Long Strider. Now let's do it again. I bet you can go faster this time.
She nods and starts running again, and this time she makes it around in super fast time. She's like, whoa! And the whole crowd is just like, wow! It made her into a superhero.
Terps is the one with 4 legs. Look, there you go.
Got anything else up your magical sleeves, Elric?
All right, there's one more trick I could do, but need help from a volunteer, a tall one.
Several tall people press forward.
Any attractive ladies among them?
Yes.
He'll go with her.
She comes forward.
It's going to be a lovely assistant.
Absolutely. She stands in front of you, her hands together, looking kind of shy and nervous and excited all at the same time. She's about 3 inches taller than you.
Yeah, you'll do nicely. Now, let me just get a blanket out of my backpack. Here we go. Now, what's your name, ma'am?
Janice.
Janice, I need you to drape this blanket over me so the crowd can't see me. Then count to 5 aloud and rip the blanket off.
Okay, so she takes the blanket, she puts it over your head. Go ahead.
Sits it down so he's as small as possible.
Arranges it around so it's covering you as much as possible, and then she says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And
then she's like,
3, he'll cast invisibility on himself.
And then she forgets to pull off the blanket. She's just sitting there waiting. Several people in the audience are like, take off the blanket, take off the blanket. And she says, oh, right. So she reaches forward and pulls it off, and then,
and while the crowd's looking where he's supposed to be, Tim's going to try and sneak over the door.
Well, it's still pretty crowded, so stealth check with advantage. It was almost at 18. So you sneak through, you kind of brush against a couple of people, and so they notice something was there, but they're too busy looking forward, and it's so crowded everyone just assumes that somebody else bumped into them. So you make it to the door without anyone noticing you.
He'll dismiss invisibility, and then as loud as he can go, gasp! Where did he go? In an entertaining manner as possible.
Everyone right in front of you jumps, and someone goes, ah! And the whole crowd turns to you and then starts cheering.
Now, thank you. And can I have a big round of applause for my sister Denise?
Join in the clapping.
Performance check with advantage.
Denise, remember to go say hi to your brother and nephew.
The crowd, once again, goes crazy. They're just yelling and shouting and cheering. Never heard. It's like one of those times when you're in a concert or something that's just so loud that you can't even think. The whole building seems to be shaking.
All right, for one last trick. Elric will bow and try to back out the door to make the whole room disappear so it looks like this entire party disappears.
Well, as you're trying to back out the door, you find people coming in who are bumping into you. Hey, watch it there. Hey, watch it.
Oh, sorry.
Kind of a motley crew of people come in. There's a centaur and a elephant and an orc, some sort of mechanical person,
It's the
elf,
show.
and they're like, Hey, get out of the way. We got a show to do. Sorry we're late. And the whole crowd looks at them and goes, who the hell are you? And then the room disappears. And you're in the cave.
Is Maria still drinking her beer?
As it happens, she's still holding the glass of beer, yes.
Maria sighs, at least there's that. I'm gonna Paul it, finish your drinking.
No, that was kind of fun.
What did she do with the glass?
I mean, probably put it in her pack, because why not?
Alright. So you're in a semi-large cave. But it just looks like a cave. You can see the path where you came in, and another path leading up and away out of it.
That's just a tavern.
You think maybe any of that stuff was real somewhere in this world?
Beer tastes real. Maria kind of sighs.
Jim shrugs. It's possible. Sorry, I'm still cracking up about the fact that the actual show people was another party than accepted ours.
Maybe they were us from a parallel universe. Another parallel universe.
A parallel universe, yes.
Well, after what led up to us getting here, I'm glad we had something like that. Good change of pace.
Was better than a fucking puzzle.
Yeah, I wonder what the next room's going to be. Maybe we have to do open heart surgery or something crazy like that.
Mom looks confused and horrified at the same time.
Jim,
I don't-
why you gotta confuse the locals like that?
I don't suppose you'd want me to die again.
No, bro! The fuck?
Not you, Jim.
No, once was too many.
Maybe the next one will be easier and we'll just have to get a cat out of a tree.
Gee, what kind of tree?
And can we set the tree on fire?
Dude!
Say, you want the cat to calm down, that's the best way.
No.
Is that Jim or is that Ulrich? Because you're both gonna get a bitch slap.
That was probably more Ulrich than it was Jim.
Yeah, no burning trees with cats in them. But, well, let's see what awaits us.
Right, let's go. Actually, you know, for what it's worth, being willing to sit in that chair when you thought all of us were running out of air was pretty dang brave.
Yo, man, we owe you one.
Well, somebody had to do it. And maybe the whole thing was 10 MNOF's plan all along. Seemed like he really wanted me to go there.
Yo, you did it solid.
I didn't. Did I mention he was recruiting me?
Huh?
God of death and the I'm sorry, what?
The god of the afterlife, death, and well, no, not death, but the afterlife and the forge. Yeah, through this lovely thing, and she holds up the black spear. It belongs to him, and he wants me, the Earth me, to join him.
That a good idea?
Honestly, I don't know. My gut tells me that for Yuna's sake, I should stay true to Uktuk, but if she knows what happened to us as well, then maybe it wouldn't affect anything. I really don't know. If it had been just me, I would have said hell yeah. But it's not just me I have to think about.
Well, you can't go convert just on a whim like that. Gotta maybe think about it at least. But yeah, you're probably right.
I'm still getting used to the idea I can actually turn myself invisible. I'm sorry, I think anything dealing with gods is a little out of my depth.
Yeah, well, all the more reason to find a temple somewhere. Maybe the priest there can give me some guidance, or maybe I can connect more directly to the gods and get some further clarity on what I ought to do next. Although he didn't mention any of you, and from what he said, it sounded like he only knew about me the moment I died.
Well, if we ain't around here and like believe in souls and shit, I guess if you don't know yet, you don't know yet until Well, he knows ya.
Well, if even the gods don't know what happened to us, where in the world are we supposed to go for answers?
I mean, to be fair, it sounds like your boy figured out a lot once he met your soul.
I wouldn't suggest that we all try to die hoping that Tamamnep will be generous enough to bring us back.
Oh, no, I'm good, yeah.
So that happened. Of course, I'm glad we got out of that room, but maybe it was Tamamnep's plan all along, everything that transpired in there.
No, don't make any rash decisions, and so long as he's asking, trying to recruit you, it's fine, but if he starts demanding, let us know.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen. Though nobody else be surprised if you suddenly find yourself approached by the gods.
Mountain doesn't say anything, but he sure looks like he thinks this is a bad idea.
That did have a tone of foreboding to it.
Well, sorry, that's just me. All the gods are good. We can trust them. I don't know how anybody else feels about the matter personally, but I don't think we have to fear anything from any of them.
I can tell you from my line of work, good can be very subjective.
You think?
Oh, I didn't give that guy his cards back.
What, you still have them?
I left them on the stage. Hopefully he'll get them back. But damn, I should have done that before we left.
Oops.
You can imagine they've now become souvenirs, very precious souvenirs. Or, since you weren't who they were expecting after all, maybe they won't be. Who can say?
Well, onward, I guess. And if you do have any questions about the whole religion thing, by all means, ask, and I'll try my best to answer.
Sounds good. The main thing I want to ask you about is what happened with Kootenai, but we already agreed to say that we were back in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You hear Maria mutter the word puta a few times.
It seems like weeks ago, yet it was actually just a couple hours ago.
Flows differently in the Underdark.
Between the Lost Kingdom or whatever that was, and the performance at the tavern, it already does feel like some time ago.
All right, cool. All ready to face the next mystery of the dark depths of the dark beyond?
Yeah, let's see what we got. Son, is there anywhere else to go but forward?
Well, there are occasional side passages, but you see the marks that Jelric left on the way down there, so you know which way to go, and it's mostly just a straight shot. You remember when Kunduni was guiding you down here, she passed by most of the cider passages. So it's like you feel like you're on kind of a main road of the Underdark.
At least you made it easy for us to get back. Thanks also for those marks, Jim.
And as you move along, about 40 minutes later or so, you can see the light ahead is a little brighter than here, and you feel like you're coming to the next and final room.
Okay, taking no bets. Could be a cooking challenge. Maybe we have to run on logs like lumberjacks.
Wait, what? Maria tries to peek ahead.
We'll sniff with her trunk, see if she can learn anything from the air beyond.
All right. Double 11.
Yeah, so 18.
You know, it smells kind of familiar. It smells like, well, let's see, how would that smell? It smells kind of like sweat and electronics and BO a little bit, and food and Mountain Dew and angst.
Wait,
So
how'd you get in my living room?
So our geek gremlin den and internet cafe. Actually, no, I'll say that in character, a bit different. No, that can't. That can't. I swear I smelled Mountain Dew. Oh, okay.
Smelled what?
Something that I think only half the people here are gonna know about. There's how? Well, I guess anything's possible. Jim, Maria, it's possible that whatever's up there might be a snapshot of home, because what I'm smelling smells like either my dorm in university or an internet cafe.
Maria gets a look of faint horror because, I mean, a guy's dorm room in college, not good.
Well, let's go take a look. If we're very lucky, it might be our Earth internet access, meaning we can find out what's been happening to the left.
Alright, so you're going in a group and someone's sneaking forward. How are you doing this?
How about we just go as a group?
Yeah.
So you're going forward, and as you're getting closer, it starts getting really loud.
Oh my god, you got it in one of our LAN parties when we played Diablo 2. That's what it is.